Have you ever wondered what each member of the royal family actually eats when the cameras aren't watching? The answers range from surprisingly simple to absolutely bizarre. Let's go through every member of the royal family and find out what they really love to eat. King Charles. King Charles is obsessive about his food in ways that would drive most chefs absolutely mad. He eats the same breakfast every single day. A bowl of fresh seasonal fruit and seeds followed by separately cooked eggs and toast with honey. But here's the thing. His staff have to present him with 7 different types of honey each morning so he can choose which one matches his mood. His evening meals are equally particular. Charles refuses to eat lunch, calling it a complete waste of time. Instead, he has a light afternoon tea and then a proper dinner. He's deeply passionate about organic farming and will only eat organic produce, much of it grown on his own estates at Highgrove. The king has some genuinely strange food rules. He insists his cheese be served at room temperature, which means a piece of cheese has to be taken out of the fridge exactly 1 hour before he eats it. His former chef revealed that Charles once sent back a piece of cheese because it was served at the wrong temperature twice. But Charles does have some normal favorites. He loves wild mushrooms, especially those foraged from his own properties. He's also partial to game, particularly pheasant and venison. And surprisingly, for someone so health-conscious, he has a weakness for chocolate biscuit cake, the same one served at his first wedding. Queen Elizabeth II. The late Queen Elizabeth had surprisingly simple tastes for someone who lived in palaces. Her absolute favorite meal was reportedly filet steak, well done with mushrooms and a whiskey sauce. She ate it regularly and never tired of it. Every single day of her life, the Queen had afternoon tea at exactly 5 p.m. Her favorite was Earl Grey with a splash of milk and 1 sugar. She'd have tiny sandwiches with the crusts cut off, cucumber, smoked salmon, and egg mayonnaise were her standards. But the real treat was chocolate biscuit cake. She loved it so much that she'd ask for the leftovers to be brought to her study the next day. The Queen was deeply fond of game from the royal estates. Venison, pheasant, and partridge appeared regularly on her menu. She also had a particular love for Dundee cake and anything with strawberries. During strawberry season at Balmoral, she'd have them with almost every meal. One unusual habit, she insisted on eating bananas with a knife and fork. Her former chef explained that she'd cut off the top and bottom, slice down the side, and eat it in segments. She thought eating fruit with her hands was unbecoming. Prince Philip. Prince Philip had the appetite of a man who'd spent years in the Navy, and his tastes reflected it. He loved traditional British food, proper roasts, grilled meats, and hearty puddings. His favorite meal was reportedly roast beef with all the trimmings, cooked medium rare. Unlike his wife, Philip had no patience for fussy food. He wanted simple, well-prepared dishes without elaborate sauces or presentation. He'd often tell the chefs to stop messing about and just cook the meat properly. His breakfast was equally no-nonsense. Kippers, eggs, bacon, and toast every single day. Philip had a genuine passion for barbecuing. At Balmoral, he'd often cook outdoors himself, flipping burgers and sausages for the family. He was surprisingly good at it and seemed to genuinely enjoy the process. The Queen would sit in a folding chair and watch him work. He also loved beer, particularly ale, and would have a pint with lunch most days. His sweet tooth was modest. He enjoyed lemon posset and bread and butter pudding, but wasn't particularly interested in fancy desserts. Queen Camilla. Camilla has refreshingly normal tastes for a queen consort. Her absolute favorite food is fish and chips, which she's been spotted enjoying from local chip shops. She prefers it with lots of salt and vinegar wrapped in paper the traditional way. She's also deeply fond of lamb cutlets and roast chicken, proper comfort food, rather than elaborate royal cuisine. Her former housekeeper revealed that Camilla often requests simple nursery puddings like rice pudding and trial tart, the kind of food she grew up eating. Camilla loves a proper gin and tonic before dinner and has been known to enjoy a glass of red wine with her meal. She's far less health-conscious than Charles, which has apparently led to some amusing disagreements about what to serve at dinner. One charming detail, she's obsessed with honey from her own bees. She keeps hives at her country house and insists on using her own honey whenever possible. She even gives jars of it as gifts. Prince William. William's favorite food is absolutely shocking for a future king. It's spaghetti bolognese. Not some fancy Italian version, just regular spag bowl with plenty of cheese on top. Kate has said he requests it constantly and never gets tired of it. His second favorite is equally humble roast chicken. William has said in interviews that a Sunday roast with all the trimmings is his idea of perfect happiness. He particularly loves Yorkshire puddings and will eat several in one sitting. William has a serious sweet tooth. His favorite dessert is sticky toffee pudding, which he's loved since childhood. He also adores chocolate and will sneak pieces throughout the day. During official visits, staff have learned to keep chocolate biscuits nearby. Unlike his father, William eats a proper lunch every day. His go-to is reportedly a chicken sandwich or a wrap. He's also fond of pizza, much to his father's horror, and has been known to order takeaway when Kate's not watching. One unusual preference: William hates foie gras and has banned it from all royal residences he controls. He finds the production process cruel and refuses to serve it at any functions. Princess Catherine. Catherine's favorite meal is remarkably simple: roast chicken with vegetables. She said that nothing makes her happier than a Sunday roast with the family. She cooks it herself regularly and has perfected her recipe over the years. She's deeply conscious about healthy eating, particularly for the children. Her go-to breakfast is a bowl of porridge with various toppings: goji berries, spirulina, and raw honey. She makes green smoothies most mornings, blending spinach, kale, and berries. But Catherine isn't all health food all the time. She has a genuine weakness for curry, particularly spicy dishes. She's been known to order takeaway curry when William's away and eat the whole thing herself. Her favorite is reportedly a spicy lamb curry from a local restaurant in Windsor. Catherine loves to bake, especially for the children's birthdays. She makes elaborate cakes from scratch and genuinely enjoys the process. Her specialty is apparently a chocolate sponge cake that the children request constantly. She's also fond of sushi and has introduced William to it, though he remains several times a week and knows exactly what she likes from every sushi restaurant near their homes. Prince Harry. Harry's favorite food is absolutely classic: roast chicken and chips. He said multiple times that he could eat it every single day and never get bored. He likes his chips properly crispy and salted, served alongside a perfectly roasted bird. He also has a deep love for traditional British comfort food. Shepherd's pie, bangers and mash, and a proper fry-up all rank high on his list. Harry's never been interested in fancy cuisine. He wants food that tastes good and fills him up. His sweet tooth is legendary within the family. Harry's favorite dessert is apple crumble with custard, which he's loved since childhood. He also adores Herbo gummy bears and used to keep bags of them in his room. Staff would find empty packets everywhere. Since moving to America, Harry's apparently embraced some Californian habits. He's drinking green juices and eating more organic food, though he still sneaks British comfort food when he can. He's particularly fond of In-N-Out Burger, which he's called criminally good. One charming detail from his childhood: Harry used to hate vegetables so much that the royal chefs would hide them in his food. They'd puree carrots into his bolognese sauce and he'd eat them without realizing. Meghan Markle. Meghan's approach to food is decidedly Californian. Lots of organic vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins. Her favorite meal is reportedly a simple piece of grilled fish with roasted vegetables and quinoa. She's been devoted to healthy eating for years. She starts every day with a green smoothie and a cup of hot water with lemon. Her breakfast is usually steel-cut oatmeal with bananas and honey or avocado toast on whole grain bread. She's very consistent with her morning routine and rarely deviates. But Meghan does indulge. Her weakness is French fries. She said they're her favorite food and she struggles to resist them. She also loves pasta, particularly carbonara and cacio e pepe. When she's not being careful, she'll eat an entire bowl herself. Meghan's genuinely passionate about cooking and often makes elaborate meals from scratch. Her specialty is roast chicken with her own twist. She adds lemon and garlic under the skin. She's also excellent at making pasta sauces and bakes her own bread regularly. She loves red wine, particularly Italian reds, and enjoys a glass with dinner most evenings. Her former colleagues from her acting days remember her hosting dinner parties where she'd cook everything herself and serve multiple courses. Princess Anne. Princess Anne has the most no-nonsense approach to food in the entire family. She eats to live rather than lives to eat. Her favorite meal is simple: a piece of grilled fish or chicken with vegetables. Nothing fancy, nothing elaborate. She's famous for her extremely basic breakfasts, and often just has a piece of toast and a cup of coffee. That's it. No elaborate spreads, no multiple courses. She finds the traditional royal breakfast completely over the top and refuses to participate. Unlike most of the family and genuinely doesn't care about food, she's been known to skip meals entirely when she's busy, which is most of the time. Her former staff say she'll go all day without eating if she's focused on work. That said, Anne does enjoy a proper gin and tonic at the end of a long day. She's also partial to dark chocolate and will have a square or two in the evening, but she's never been one for elaborate desserts or fancy meals. Prince Edward. Edward has surprisingly adventurous tastes for someone raised on traditional royal fare. His favorite cuisine is reportedly Thai food, particularly spicy curries and noodle dishes. He developed this love during official visits to Southeast Asia. He also enjoys Italian food and is particularly fond of risotto. His wife Sophie makes it regularly, and Edward has been known to request specific variations. Wild mushroom is his favorite. He's far more interested in food than his sister Anne. Edward's breakfast is conventional: eggs, toast, and coffee. He's not particularly health-conscious, but tries to eat reasonably well. His one major vice is chocolate. He keeps a drawer full of it in his office and snacks throughout the day. He's also fond of traditional British puddings. Edward particularly loves trickle tart and bread and butter pudding. He'll happily eat seconds of dessert when offered, something most royals would never do. Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh. Sophie is one of the most down-to-earth royals when it comes to food. Her favorite meal is apparently spaghetti carbonara, which she makes herself regularly. She's an excellent cook and genuinely enjoys spending time in the kitchen. She's very health-conscious and maintains a careful diet to stay in shape. Sophie starts her day with porridge and berries, has a light lunch of soup or salad, and a sensible dinner. She's disciplined about portion sizes and rarely indulges. But Sophie does have a serious weakness: cheese. She loves all varieties, but particularly enjoys a strong cheddar or a creamy brie. She's been known to have cheese and crackers as an afternoon snack, which she considers a reasonable treat. Sophie also enjoys baking and often makes cakes for family occasions. Her children particularly love her Victoria sponge cake. She's passed on her love of cooking to them, and they often bake together. Princess Beatrice. Beatrice has distinctly modern tastes. She's a fan of healthy eating and follows many food trends. Her breakfast is usually a green smoothie bowl topped with various seeds, nuts, and berries. She posts about it regularly on social media. She's particularly fond of Middle Eastern food, hummus, falafel, and various messy dishes. Beatrice loves going to trendy restaurants in London and trying new cuisines. She's far more adventurous than her grandmother ever was. Her guilty pleasure is reportedly pizza. Beatrice has said in interviews that she could eat pizza every day. She particularly loves a simple margherita with fresh basil and lots of cheese. It's her go-to comfort food. She's also very into wellness culture and drinks various teas throughout the day. Matcha lattes are her favorite, and she's been photographed carrying them around London. She's trying to reduce her coffee intake but finds it difficult. Princess Eugenie. Eugenie is the most adventurous eater in the younger royal generation. Her favorite cuisine is reportedly Japanese. She loves sushi, ramen, and teriyaki dishes. She developed this passion while living in New York and maintained it after returning to London. She's also deeply fond of Mexican food. Eugenie has said that a good burrito is one of life's great pleasures. She loves proper street-style tacos with all the toppings and isn't afraid of spicy food. Unlike her sister, Eugenie isn't particularly focused on healthy eating. She believes in enjoying food and eating what she wants. Her philosophy is moderation rather than restriction, which seems chocolate brownies. The gooer the better. She's been known to bake them herself and brings them to family gatherings. William and Harry apparently fight over her brownies at Christmas. Zara Tyndall. Zara has the heartiest appetite of all the royal women. As a professional equestrian, she needs proper fuel and isn't shy about eating well. Her favorite meal is reportedly a large steak with chips and peppercorn sauce. She likes her steak medium rare and her chips extra crispy. She starts her day with a substantial breakfast, eggs, bacon, toast, and coffee. Zara needs the energy for training and doesn't mess about with tiny portions. She's refreshingly unapologetic about eating proper amounts. Her weakness is ice cream. Zara absolutely loves it and will eat it year-round. Her favorite flavor is apparently salted caramel, and she's been spotted at local ice cream shops in the Cotswolds regularly during summer. She also enjoys pub food and isn't precious about eating in fancy restaurants. Zara is perfectly happy with a good burger and a pint at the local. She's probably the most normal eater in the entire extended family. Prince George. Prince George is apparently quite a fussy eater, much to his parents' frustration. His favorite food is spaghetti carbonara, which he requests constantly. He'll also eat plain pasta with butter and cheese, but prefers the carbonara version. He loves pizza and would probably eat it every day if allowed. George particularly likes pepperoni and won't try other toppings. His parents are trying to expand his palate with limited success. His favorite snack is apparently popcorn. The family makes it at home and George loves helping. He prefers it lightly salted and will eat an entire bowl himself if not stopped. George does love one vegetable, sweet corn. He'll eat it off the cob and apparently finds this hilarious. His parents consider it a victory that he'll willingly eat any vegetable at all. Princess Charlotte. Princess Charlotte is reportedly much less fussy than her brother. Her favorite food is surprisingly sophisticated, olives. She started eating them as a toddler and now requests them regularly. She'll eat multiple varieties and genuinely enjoys them. She also loves strawberries and will eat them by the handful during summer. Charlotte helps pick them at the family's country house and eats as many as she picks. Her favorite meal is apparently homemade pizza, which she helps Catherine make. Charlotte enjoys choosing her own toppings and has become quite skilled at spreading sauce and adding cheese. She's also fond of scrambled eggs and asks for them most mornings. Catherine has said Charlotte is surprisingly consistent about her breakfast preferences. Prince Louis. Louis is still young, but he's already showing distinct preferences. His favorite food is reportedly beetroot, an unusual choice for a small child. He apparently loves it roasted and will eat it with his hands. He also enjoys cheese sandwiches and requests them for lunch regularly. Louis likes them cut into triangles with the crusts removed. Very traditional. His favorite treat is apparently chocolate cake, especially the ones Catherine makes for birthdays. Louis gets very excited about cake and has been photographed with chocolate all over his face at family events. He's generally a good eater and will try new foods, much to his parents' relief. Catherine has said Louis is the least fussy of the three children when it comes to meals. What becomes clear looking at the royal family's favorite foods is just how surprisingly normal most of them are. King Charles might insist on 7 types of honey, but William just wants spaghetti bolognese. The Queen ate her steak well done with whiskey sauce, while Harry would happily live on roast chicken and chips. For all their palaces and privilege, when it comes to food, the royals aren't so different from anyone else. Which of these surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. Have you ever wondered what each member of the royal family actually eats when the cameras aren't watching? The answers range from surprisingly simple to absolutely bizarre. Let's go through every member of the royal family and find out what they really love to eat. King Charles. King Charles is obsessive about his food in ways that would drive most chefs absolutely mad. He eats the same breakfast